we doing, YouTube? Stevie here. Oh, what is it? Sunday night. Sunday night is when it is. I'm out of sorts tonight. I'm usually on the road on Sunday night, but I got in Saturday late. I shouldn't say late. About noontime, 1 o'clock, something like that. By the time I ran up to Markham and grabbed my trailer and come home, so my 34 reset won't be done till, I think I figured it'd be about midnight. So we will just get up in the morning and run down to Evansville, is the plan. And the old Walmart on Friday night, they got me unloaded pretty good. It was an hour and a half, which isn't too bad for a Walmart, DC. So I hung around for a little bit longer and got my 2-hour time back, and it was going to be 15 minutes by the time I creeped my way out to the gate anyway, so I didn't have to wait that long anyway. And then I just went real slow to the gate. I'm thinking, I'll make sure I sent my bills in. I did. Oh, you think about that stuff in the middle of a thought. Did I turn my bills in? I'll make sure I get paid for them this week. Our pay period goes from Saturday night, Sunday, something like that. Saturday or Sunday, I don't know when it is. I know that if they deliver a load on Monday morning, like this load I brought in and I dropped in the yard, I'll get paid for that on this week's check. The load I brought from Berry Plastic back up here, and then but I have had times where if they don't deliver that load till maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday for some reason, sometimes it doesn't get paid on that check and it gets bumped to the next. It just kind of, there's no really rhyme, no reason how they do it that I can figure out. I said some days if they deliver it on Monday, I get paid for it. Some days, sometimes it gets moved to the next one. So, but usually if I drop it in the yard, I almost 99% of the time I get paid for it. So. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. 2 hours and 35 minutes of that nonsense. I hope you can't hear that. Well, I don't care if you can hear it. I hope it ain't too loud. My washing machine just turned on. The little house in here in the woods isn't very big. It's only about 1,000 square feet. So we're actually in the corner of my bedroom. My bed is right over there. And then I hang my clothes back over there. And the living room is right over there. And it's kind of open concept. I kind of got it open. And then I got a wood stove down there. And then the kitchen is on the other side of that wall right behind us. And the washing machine and everything's in the kitchen there. So when it turns on, you can hear it rumbling. Or at least I can. I don't know if you can, right? I need to remodel the old little house this winter or summer. I'm thinking that might be some good content, maybe. But we're getting ready to the topic at hand, I should say. The topic at hand is the monster blizzard moving into the Midwest this week. We didn't get much snow from that first little bunch that come through. And Ryan Hall and Direct Weather, they didn't think that we would probably get very much from that. But the next one, there's four storms coming kind of in the same track. That El Nino track kind of sets up where that low pressure pushes down in the center of the country, and it just depends on how it curves back up the East Coast. Where that curve happens as to who gets the weather, and that's generally the pattern for an El Nino. Somebody usually has a moderately bad winter. It's just who is it? And then usually on those years, the Midwest, where I live, Northwest Indiana, usually gets hit at least one time with a pretty good storm. And it looks like this could be it, because they're calling for, so there's 3 more of these little fronts, not little, but these storms to blow through over the next week and a half. The first one's already went through, and that was so there was 4. Now the second one's going to come through here midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then a day break or so, and then another one, and then another one in the next week, midweek. The bad part is, well, none of it's good, but the bad part is that it looks like cold weather for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, either way of next week. Highs of 15, lows in the single digits. That's cold. I don't like cold weather like that. I like winter. I'm a winter person, but I do not like when highs are in the teens. And normally, if it was bad weather, I wouldn't even truck at all. That's my goal, is that if it's bad weather, I just sit there and watch it. But I had such a bad quarter last year. I figured up my numbers. I'm going to land about 120,000 for the year, which is about what I land at always. I'll get the breakdown. I haven't done the breakdown yet, but I mean just from what I tallied up already. That's where we're going to land at, which is what I actually landed at the last 3 years. Even 2 of them with a lease truck, expensive lease truck. But yeah, my last quarter was so bad into 23 there. Nothing major breakdown, but just little things that took a half a week to fix. You know, a couple 3,000 and a half a week. So I'm not nearly as financially set as I would normally be in January, where I could be a little more discriminating when it comes to storms, running in bad weather. But I'm going to run, like I said, we got good weather tomorrow, Monday, the 8th. I'm going to run tomorrow and Tuesday for sure if we got Evansville. And then my hope is to get at least 3 in this week before the snow piles up. Like I said, we're supposed to get 10 to 20 inches, and I don't know how much we're going to get down south, but and it depends what he has. I mean, if he just has my normal mower load and Berry Plastics, those aren't so bad because they're not off the beaten path of 41 too bad. But there's definitely bad weather coming in, and if it's really bad, like I'm thinking, if I can get 4 or 5 days in this week, I probably won't even run first part of next week in that really cold 15-degree weather. That's when bad things happen. Trucks gel. I'm going to start putting anti-gel in my truck tomorrow. I haven't put any in it yet, but it's been warm. But I'll start putting it in tomorrow. That way it gets in all the filters and everything good. My Bosco heater is not, Wabasco heater isn't working the best. It works sometimes really good, and then sometimes it won't start. I need to take it apart and clean it, which I should have done, but I didn't. I should have done it when the weather was warm. I mean, like, you know, fall time. But I didn't. So now if it doesn't turn on, I got to turn it on again. I shut it off, turn it back on, and I do that a couple times. It usually starts running. And I got all my oil changes and everything good, so I'm not worried about in terms of the APU. So I shouldn't have any trouble, hopefully, but you just never can tell when it gets that cold. I don't want to take a chance. So I said I might take the whole next week off. If I can get 4 or 5 days in this week and it's going to be like that, I will take the whole week off next week if it's going to be that cold. But we'll see what happens. You know, you hate to give up revenue when the revenue's there to get. So, I want to thank all my new subscribers. We're up to 73. What a great, I tell you, what a great span I had. We had on that. I think I was only at 57 a couple weeks ago. We had a couple good videos. The bar video was good, and another one. So thank you all for that and for subscribing. Anyway, we're at 9:26, so I'm going to wrap her up and go to bed here. It's almost bedtime. So God bless everybody. We will talk again soon.